Trim pals, how's it going? Hello, Wony. Glad to have you even if you're not in chat all the time. Good luck with chores. I wanted to ask you, how did your last stream go? I couldn't make it at all. I had intentions of being there for a bit, but things... I was busy. I was so busy. I've been so busy this week. But it's been... Oh no, I need to start recording. Hello! Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is the first time I've been prepared for a stream in, like, time. Normally I feel like I'm rushing into it real fast. But today I feel like I had a little bit of time to actually get things ready, which is always lovely. I spent, like, the last half hour putting together my beautiful business suit, and I brought Business Pikachu. He is the owner of Pokemon Company, obviously. And today, we're talking about Pokemon VTubers Part 2. I wish I could say that I actually drew out the first generation of VTubers over the past week, but I did not. It's been very busy. Maybe I will eventually, but right now I'm gonna focus on getting the stuff I need to get done. I was spending a lot of time working on... what's the thing? Computer stuff. Like research for buying my computer that's not the laptop that can't handle anything. But also like working on Wi-Fi stuff because my Wi-Fi is so bad. I accidentally ended up with gigabit internet over the past couple days. I called up Comcast and you do like the typical thing where you're like, oh, well, it'd be nice if the price was lower. And then they're like, okay, well, we can offer you this plan. And they basically just lower your price. And so I got, for cheaper, I ended up getting a bundle with Netflix and gigabit internet, which is like crazy. I feel like. But the issue is the router that I currently have doesn't support that. And for a while I was still getting like 20 megabits per second internet, which is like not good. Not good when the max gigabit is 1,000. Not that I'm expecting that on Wi-Fi, but I would expect a little bit more. So I've been messing with it, trying to get it better, because it's silly having gigabit internet and having your computer auto YouTube videos to 240p constantly. I have so much trouble like watching streams and watching YouTube videos. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to get it ready. I'm trying to get it to work. My upload speed hasn't changed at all, but at least it's like kind of consistent now. So we'll see. I lowered my bitrate pretty far before the first PokeVTuber stream. And fingers crossed, it seems like it's been doing okay. So, I'm gonna hope it stays like that. I sure hope it stays like that. But yeah, so between that and I'm hopefully picking up a computer within the week, maybe. I was gonna go pre-built, and then I talked to a friend and they were like, I'll just like put you together a parts list that's basically what you had, but everything but the graphics card is better. Which I'm a fan of. I'm down for that. It was also cheaper, which is cool. So hopefully I'm gonna pick that up like within the week, maybe. We'll see. I'm bad at commitment. Especially when it's like a big purchase like that, but I'm ready to have a computer that can actually handle my workflow. My computer, like, it chugs when I do graphic design. I can't, like, video edit with this. It sucks. I have, like, so many clips that I want to, like, clip. And I just, like, I can't deal with the video editing on this computer because it really can't do it. And then when I try to render things out, it like, if the stream is like a 3-hour long stream and I'm trying to render it, it takes like maybe over 3 hours. It's so dumb. So I'm really hoping once I get an actual computer, my like the output of VODs and the output of clips and stuff will increase. And I can start making like more edited clips that are good for YouTube and the algorithm. That's the plan at least. So right now I'm gonna focus on like actually getting my setup working. But today is more PokeVTubers. Let me pull up my browser. There we go. And get rid of this thing. My folder. There we go. So this week we are handling Pokemon from Gen 5 to Gen 8. So the most current 4 generations, the most recent ones. I feel like this is a really good splitting off point, if that makes sense. I feel like 5th gen is still pretty similar in terms of design to Gen 1 through 4, but definitely starting with Gen 6, things are super different. Like, I feel like the philosophy that they used to design Pokemon completely changed, and I'm a big fan. I'm like, all my favorite Pokemon are like Gen 5 and up. So I'm really excited for this stream. Not that I'm not a fan of Gen 1 through 4 stuff. There's some pretty cool stuff in there. But I feel like at least Gen 6 and up, they're consistently better. And I'm a very big fan of a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon, even though a lot of people say they're terrible. I think a lot of them are pretty cool. A lot of my favorites are from Gen 5. But yeah, like starting Gen 6, we started getting really small rosters. And I feel like they're much more focused in their design. They all have like very specific theming. Whereas stuff prior was a little bit vaguer with its themes. Some of them were just like closer to just monsters and like animal monsters than they were like creatures with a backstory, if that makes sense. So yeah, that just kind of they have a different design philosophy nowadays, and a lot of the Pokemon tie in with the region, which I appreciate. It's a very cool system, like the way they have it now. So let's discuss. I'm excited. I returned. The suit is cute. Thank you. I hope I look good. I hope you're wearing a suit. Actually, now that you're back, how was your stream yesterday? I had intentions of being there, and things just got away. I was so busy. Very busy with internet issues. Wow, I'm gonna have to kick you, Woney, for not wearing a suit. You have to get kicked from the meeting. Bye. It went pretty well. Good. Glad it went well. Okay, so let's start with this batch of Pokemon. I have the full... Rest in peace. Is business casual okay? Business casual is okay. You'll be... It's okay. I'll make an exception for you. So I have the little I don't think you can see my mouse. Okay, yeah. It's not loading my mouse. Probably intentionally. But down at the bottom I have a little progress bar, so now you guys can see how far we're actually in on the thing. I made a whole new overlay. I'm a big fan of it. It'll probably change again, but it looks cool right now. Okay, Pokemon. I feel like the big ones here are Silvally and type Null, are pretty big ones. I'm not sure which. Maybe Silvally, because you got the type changing. Getting nice overlays is hell. It sure is. I've spent so long working on overlays, and so many of them are just like straight trash. This one's like, it's minimal, but it's cool. I like the angular stuff going on with it. And then I have a big fancy clock and a little description thing in there that I can change. Very cool. Yeah, actually, if I type it out, I think it'll show live words. And if I update that, yeah, so I can just like change that on the fly. And then even the top like shout out thing that says @NoriKokona, that changes too. I want to mess with scrolling text too. I feel like my overlay is just turning into like Oli's old overlay, because it's got like a similar, I feel like it's got a similar vibe to it with like an angle, and I'm thinking of like a ticker bar, but we'll see. For now, I like how it looks. And I'm a big fan of the slant. Okay, Pokemon, though. I feel like Silvally and Type Null are big ones. They're like kind of legendary, kind of not, but they're important to the game. And I think Silvally probably is the one that we would go for, just because it's got the type changing abilities. Maybe. You can definitely like work in elements of Type Null, but you don't need to. Definitely not Mr. Rhyme or Throw. I feel like Volcarona though. I feel like a lot of people really like Volcarona. See, this is the time where we're going to get cool bugs, because we got so many cool bugs in Gen 5. Speaking of the slant, I think I should like move over a little bit. What did I just move? I want to move myself and my businessware over so that the chat is like a little bit more visible. If I can grab it. Why can't I grab it? I don't know what I'm grabbing. This is so weird. I have like a group of stuff. Oh, I have it locked. That's why. I'm dumb. Will it let me pick it? Select it? It won't. It won't. It really won't. I don't get it. I'm spending too much time on this. No. Okay, I'm gonna move back. Wait. There we go. I figured out the issue. Okay. I got it. There we go. I spent way too long on that. Okay. I'm like learning OBS as I go. Grubbin is very good, but Charjabug is where my heart rests. I'm a fan of Charjabug. It's like a cute little battery bus. It's such a cute Pokemon. I used one in like a tournament thing once. I used to be in like this Pokemon group at my college, and we did one where we got like traded random Pokemon. I think we did like Wonder Trades, I think was the deal with that, and I got a Charjabug and I ended up using it. Maybe? No. I remember. It was a not fully evolved team, because I was using a Charjabug and I was using an Electabuzz. It was interesting. It's fun being like part of a Pokemon group where you like actually do battles and stuff. Charjabug is so good. I had one called Miss Buggins with the Evolite. Yeah, Evolite Charjabug is like kind of slept on. Who carried me through that gen. That's great. Charjabug is such a fun Pokemon. Yeah, I feel like nothing else stands out here though, besides those two. Maybe Snivy. But I feel like we're kind of staying away from starters. Okay, I'm a fan of so many of these Pokemon, oh my god. I really love Gourgeist. I feel like that'd be cool if... I feel like we're gonna try to avoid the... Yeah, we already got Charjabug! I feel like we're gonna try to avoid hitting some of the archetypes that we already have. So since we have Gengar, and we already have Rotom, I don't think we need any more ghosts. Probably not. Unless they have, like, a theming that isn't just straight up ghost. Like, I feel like... Sinistea and... its evolution, which its name is actually leaving me. Poltegeist! Can't believe I forgot that. I normally don't forget Pokemon names. Fun fact. I feel like Poltegeist could work. Because you could do, like, a doll teacup set theme. Something like that. Where it's not just Ghost. But probably not Gourgeist, because Gourgeist is just very Ghost Halloween. Gothitelle could be interesting as, like, a goth Lolita. Like, obviously that's what she is. It'd be very easy to do that. Sandygast, maybe. I'm a big fan of Sandygast, though. There's so many cool ghost types. Duosin, I feel like Reuniclus would be better. But Reuniclus might be a pretty interesting idea. We could very easily have a Slime Girl. I do like Charjabug, though. Charjabug is fun. I kind of want to just pick Charjabug for now and see how far he makes it. Also, Furfurou, I could kind of see. I could totally see Furfurou because of, like, all the hairstyles. And... yeah, mostly just, like, all the customization that's involved with Furfurou. You could very easily just have a dog with fancy hairstyles that, like, they have a whole bunch of different hairstyles. Pick Charjabug, it is good. I will. Yeah. I feel like that's probably it. As much as Gourgeist and Gothitelle are some of my favorites, and also Sock, and also Chinotic, and also the Florges line, and also Sandy. I love all these Pokemon. I'm such a big fan of Gen 5 and up. But I feel like these probably have the most potential. Ooh, okay. We have the Yeti Crab. We have a Crabominable. Crabominable would be the best. Girl. Best VTuber. Obviously. What else do we have? Dubwool, maybe. Like, Sporty Sheep would be interesting because you can do a soccer theme. Even though that's also kind of... oh, what's his name? How am I forgetting names? Oh my god. Scorbunny's Final Evolution, Cinderace, is, like, also soccer themed, but Dubwool is also kind of like a soccer ball. You could totally have a Sporty Sheep. Zylios is interesting, but I feel like its final form Hydreigon would be better. I am a big fan of Flabebe. I feel like Flabebe is one of the strongest in its line, actually. Like, I feel like I would pick Flabebe over any of its other evolutions. Maybe. Ant, welcome! Yes, hi Shrimpact! We're here, we're doing more Pokemon. We're talking Gen 5 through 8. Wony, not too many heavy hitters in this one, I think. I would agree with that. I feel like... Yeah, I feel like they're not too strong here. Keldeo maybe, because it would be easy to market to My Little Pony fans. Speaking of, apparently there's a Hatsune Miku x My Little Pony collab, like, coming. I don't know, I just heard about that the other day, and like, what? How does that happen? Yeah, Sunder, I do stream. It's every Tuesday, 23 UTC. That's me. So far that's the only time I stream. Yeah, I think we're kind of good here. Maybe Flabebe. I feel like you could really do a cute fairy. Probably. And I feel like Flabebe is the most standout of that evolutionary line. I feel like they try not to market... I feel like they typically don't market the other two. Besides, like, AZ's Flowette kind of gets... What is it? AZ's Flowette is, like, a thing, but they didn't even release that. Your time zone is EST, and so I gotta remember better. Yeah, sorry, my time zone is EST, too. Fun fact. I'm on like the upper East Coast. So it's 7:30 for me right now. But I'm also a big fan of using UTC for like, what is it? For like online stuff, like streaming and stuff. I feel like it would be so much better if everyone just used UTC. And because UTC is the like the international standard time. It like doesn't change no matter where you are. It's always the same. Which is like really good for stuff like streaming because then everyone's on the same time zone if you're going by UTC. Not that I've said that ever, but that's how I feel about it. And I feel like since no one's doing anything about it, I should set a precedent and start using it. Because if I don't use it, I can't say that we should be using it. So here we are. Now my laptop is in UTC, and my phone has like my current time zone, but in military time for some reason. I couldn't change that. But then I also have like 8 different time clocks on my home screen for streaming stuff. So like on top of having a big UTC in the middle, I have like so many different time zones for different streamers in different places. All the clocks, literally. I have, let me check right now. I have the 4 for the US. Because part of my job too, we work with different countries, not different countries. We work with like all 4 time zones in the US. Not all the time, like we have one place we have like 1 in mountain time maybe. But we do technically work with all 4. And then I have UTC, I have Britain, I have Indochina, because I have a streamer that I watch that streams from there. Or they stream on that time zone. And I never get to watch them because it's always like I wake up in the morning and they're finishing up their stream. Very disappointing. And Japan, of course. Overlay to show all the clocks. I should have that. That needs to be like the starting screen. Just clocks for everyone. Okay, we can move on though. I think Flabebe is the only good one there. Okay, here's some good ones. I feel like Meloetta would be a really great, like, singing VTuber. Very, very strong concept there. And Magirna, I feel like also works as, like, you could do, like, a maid that's also an android. And that's like a good theme. That's a strong theme right there. Yeah, Litwick is cute. Also, Ant, please do not worry about interrupting. We're here to talk and have fun, don't worry. I've never gotten to talk about time zones, so it's good that I got to talk about it at some point. Rest in peace, time zones. We should fight time zones, please. I feel like time zones are so dumb. As much as I'd like to abolish time zones and just have UTC, I do feel like they have some merit, just because you can tell, like, what the sun looks like by checking someone's time zone. Like, if everyone uses UTC, then you'll have no idea if it's morning or if it's night in a different time zone. So it does have merit, but I feel like for online stuff like streaming, it really should just be UTC. Litwick is really good. I think Litwick is probably the strongest, maybe the strongest in the Chandelure line too. Chandelure is pretty cool, but I feel like Candle makes a solid design. Everything else, though, I feel like we're probably good. Maybe Kitty Fly. A lot of people like Kitty Fly. And as much as Leavanny is my favorite Pokemon, I don't think she makes it. People don't like Leavanny. Or I feel like people think she's kind of creepy. Sunder, fun. I'll have you know that PokeTubers are serious business. Rosalie, one thing. Oh yes, the emote. Yes, this is important, fun business. The most serious. That's why I'm in a business suit. It's serious. That's why Pikachu is here. Okay. We do have, Brazen. Brazen, I feel like, is a very strong design that translates well to a girl. It's very much in that Lopunny realm. So we'll see how far it goes. But I do feel like it is a very strong design. I feel like Brazen is way stronger than Delphox was. Delphox kind of disappoints me. Because I don't know. I feel like Brazen was really strong and then Delphox just kind of became a blob, sort of like fur cape. I wish it had more... What's the word? I wish it had more definition to its silhouette. I'm less familiar with these generations, so I'll bow to your opinion on whatever is popular. Okay, Ants. Yeah, I'm like... I talked about this at the start. I'm a huge fan of designs from 5 through 8. So like this is where my heart lies. Gen 1 through 4 is cool, but I feel like Gen 5 and onward is when the design philosophy like really popped off. Like we got so many cool things in Gen 5. Even though a lot of people are like, oh, Gen 5 is dumb and there was a lot of bad ones. But we got really good stuff in Gen 5. Like we got really cool bugs. We got... I know the Kami trio is like not good, but their Therian forms are pretty cool. The semis aren't great, but we got like Chandelure is awesome, Volcarona is awesome. The legendaries are cool. There's just so much going on in Gen 5. I feel like the bugs, though. The bugs are the best from Gen 5. Maybe the little flower one. Yeah, we did go with Flabebe. I could kind of see Flowette. They'll have to fight eventually. But other than that, Brazen and... Oh, I'm a fan of Pansear. I really like Pansear. Not that I think he's good enough. Joltik and Chalarmy, though. I think they... Mincino. I think those are pretty strong because they have cute factor. Cute factor is huge. Because I don't think Galvantula would do it. But I think Joltik would be a really good design. And then Chilla is just really cute. That could easily also be like a maid with a little duster. Ooh, the maid butler one is nice here. Servant type VTuber who hates their job. That's a good point. I do feel like those Pokemon are super forgettable though. Like no one talks about Indeedee beyond like Psychic Terrain. Like Indeedee was supposed to be the Chansey of Gen 8, and like who thinks of Indeedee as the Chansey of Gen 8? Like really? Legitimately? I don't think so. I don't think Indeedee has the star power for that. What do we got? What do we got? Salazzle. Oh. Vivillon. Vivillon would be really cool, actually. We could do a lot with the Vivillon. Esper? Ooh, Esper. Esper is really good, too. I feel like Esper is stronger than both Meowsticks. Esper just has those eyes that stare into your soul. Yeah, and people really like Esper. Esper is like a meme. The alien Behem. Yes. That boy. I love their radio calling signal noises when they like light up their hands. I kind of like LGM more though. I feel like it might work better than just like brown trench coat. Maybe. Hard to say. I feel like LGM might work better. Also, I could kind of see Aegislash. The really cool thing about Aegislash is you could do, like, a person possessed by the sword. Like, the characters, the sword and the shield, and then the body is just, like, possessed. That'd be really cool. Even though we do have Gengar for, like, our ghosty stuff, I feel like you could, like, go along with the sword and shield fighting theme with that, while also having ghost elements. Cough Egregious is interesting, but I feel like it's still, like, pretty much just ghost. I feel like that's probably it. Yeah, I feel like those are probably the strongest. Let's go, next set! Yungoos is literally just... It's the Trump VTuber. Or what? Its evolution is probably closer to that. I wonder if Honedge would be stronger than Aegislash. I feel like Aegislash is probably still stronger. Because Aegislash is pretty iconic at this point. Relatively. I feel like people are pretty into Aegislash. Ooh, Snom. 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 Snom is like the perfect meme. Swords are fairly even. They are. I could easily see any of them working, to be honest. But I feel like the first two are just like plain swords, whereas Aegislash is like, it definitely differs a lot from the other two. So it's a little bit more iconic. I could see Meltan. Meltan could be a slime. There's so many Pokemon that could just be slime VTubers. But like also, it would be a really good Pokemon Go rep. Because Meltan is like the Pokemon Go rep. And you can have that VTuber and do Pokemon Go stuff. The question, I've thought about this before, like, can you do Pokemon Go stuff as a VTuber? Like, can you face track from your phone and, like, literally be out IRL and do Pokemon Go stuff? Or would you have to spoof? And just, like, set your location to places? Sunder, what is Snom's personality or gimmick? What makes them unique? See, the thing about Snom is that Snom. That's it. He's so iconic. He's cute. He's readable. Like, he has a really good silhouette. He's just kind of like head empty. Instead of having brain cells, it's just too Snom. I think you're right. I feel like there's not a lot of personality there. But I feel like he's visually strong enough to make the cut for now. Other than that, I feel like that's pretty much it. The only one I could maybe see is Tyrantrum. Just because T-Rex is pretty iconic, but I feel like Tyrantrum itself isn't super iconic. So probably not. Well, being an iconic meme is what I argued for Mudkip last stream. You're right, Ant. I would agree. I feel like Snom and Mudkip have, like, very similar meme status, where they're just, like, head empty. Only Mudkip. Only Snom. But I do think they don't, like, have a ton of personality outside of that. So they probably won't make the final cut. But at the same time, Magikarp is like that, where it's just, like... I guess there's a little bit more personality. But it's, like... It's such a meme. So... It'll be there for now. I think that's it. Yes, Snom is great. But we'll have to see if it can make the marketing cut later on. Ooh, okay, Greninja is the top Pokemon, so it makes it in. Like, literally, the last time we did a worldwide Pokemon poll to see which Pokemon was the most liked, Greninja won. And then we were supposed to get the Year of Greninja, and we just didn't. Greninja wasn't even in Sword and Shield, so... And they didn't bother to patch it in. I don't know. So silly. They played themselves. But yeah, Greninja, absolutely, because it has one of the best, like, marketing recognition, fan favorite stuff behind it. What the personality of that VTuber would be, I'm not sure. I am a big fan of Dorodia, Lilligant. Lilligant is really pretty and you can do a lot of cute stuff with that. Question is, will it make it? I think the answer is definitely no, but I think it's good for now. Hydreigon is really good, actually. Hydreigon is iconic. It's a pseudo-legend. I don't think we have any dragons yet, which is cool. Ooh, yeah, you're right, Wony. Lurantis. Wow, we have some pretty good ones in here. Because we also have Wooloo. Wooloo is like also a big meme. I think Wooloo has to make it. Magio, I think Stunfisk, I think doesn't. I feel like that's along the same lines as Snom, where it's like, it's dumb and silly. But I feel like people care more about Snom than Stunfisk. And the icon, the trans pride fairy type. Yeah, Hatterene. Hatterene is like my second favorite Pokemon. It's so good. It's just a trans witch. Like, it's the best. I want to say it gets in for now. Because it's interesting with, I don't know. Have you ever, do you want me to like ruin Hatterene for you? Because Hatterene isn't even like, that's not its body. That's hair. Its body is super, super tiny. Hold on. I'm gonna get a picture, but I'm gonna close this out so I don't end up with Hatterene, not safe for work. Don't want to show that on stream. Hatterene, full body. Let's see. Hatterene is definitely like one of my favorites because it's such an interesting concept that they don't even like, they really don't show its body. Okay, I don't know if I can get this in the window, but let's see. Nope. Okay. So yeah, that's what it looks like. That's its literal canon body under the model. It's like half the size. It's like this little alien inside it. It's very weird. Yeah. There it is. Why is it like that? It's just a tiny little man. It is. Hatterene is like actually insane. That's like part of the reason why I'm such a fan of it, because it's just like this little gremlin in just like a ton of hair. It's just like this little dude trying to be a girl, and that's just the trans vibe. They're trying their best. They really are. Oh yeah, it's Jaeger Pilot's the thing. I haven't seen some RR type art of Hatterene in the past. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of it, probably. Hatterene falls in the same lines as Gardevoir, where it's like a very feminine body, so it happens like that. That's just how it be. I feel like we do a fair amount with Hatterene. Lurantis, I don't know. I like the pants, but I feel like it's not as iconic. Yeah, I think that's probably it. Oh, speaking of not safe for work stuff, I had the weirdest dream last night. I was like at this interview for a job, and I was like pulling up my, what is it, like my art portfolio, I guess. And the person interviewing me was looking at it, and then apparently it was just like full of not safe for work images too. It was so weird. For reference, I do not have not safe for work art in my portfolio. And somehow I think I ended up with the job still. Somehow. Musharna. Musharna's good. Musharna's like a pretty iconic Gen 5 thing because they focus on the Dream World so much. I played the Dream World like literally every day. Fun fact. Dream World was so interesting. I could almost see Comfey. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot you could do with Comfey, so maybe not. But Zarawa? Zarawa's in. Zara, people are a big fan of Zarawa. It's got like the whole illusion theme. You could very easily turn its like hair puff into a paintbrush. Very easily. So now we've got like Smeargle elements that we're stealing from Smeargle to put on Zarawa, which is just like... It's just better marketing. Because Zarawa is so much more iconic. I kind of want to say that's it. I feel like Poplio is popular. People hated Poplio when he was announced. I didn't like Poplio when he was announced, and he was what I ended up going with. Poplio is great. I would say though that I feel like Bryony would be better. I think actually no, Bryony is the girl with green hair from X and Y. Brione, I think, is how you pronounce it. Is the evolution, but it's basically just like an idol pop star seal. So I feel like that would be the ticket if we're going with starters that way. Otherwise, I think that's it for this group. Basculin, though. Basculin's cool. I feel like people don't like Basculin. I'm a fan of, like... There's a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon that people don't like that I'm just like, I'm pretty into that. That's cool. Ooh. So I do feel like Serena is in for now. Serena falls in line with, like, Lopunny group. But it is interesting. It's fruity with, like, a queen theme. Like, you've got multiple themes to work off with there. Sylveon, too. Sylveon is the only Eevee evolution I could see. Just because it's so segregated from the others that it... I don't know. It's different. It's also like a trans icon too. But I feel like it's so separated from the others that it could work as an Eevee rep. Yeah, I think Sylveon can make it for now. Because Eevee is still really strong, design-wise. Otherwise... Choodle is cool, but I don't think it's good enough to make it. I feel like Choodle has, like, those Magikarp vibes, though. And clearly Stonehenge is the best here. Clearly, yes. Does anyone like Stonejourner? I didn't even have swords, so I never got a Stonejourner. I feel like I'd like to try it, but it's just like, it's for doubles. It's got Power Spot as its ability. It basically like powers up stuff. It's next to it. Something to do with that. So you use it in doubles, and that's like kind of it. It's not really meant to be alone. I don't know. It's a weird Pokemon. Toxapex is interesting, but I think Marini works better. I feel like Marini is more iconic. Like, who legitimately, like, thinks Toxapex looks better than Marini? Because Marini has, like, more of a face, whereas Toxapex's body is just, like, this tiny little head hanging inside of its little arm igloo. It's just like this, like those shrunken head dolls. That's what it kind of looks like. I don't know, it's kind of silly. But Marini, though, Marini's a really strong design. I really liked how James had a Marini in the Sun and Moon anime. That was cool. It gave Marini a lot of personality. Tapu Koko could work too. Of all the Tapus, Tapu Koko is the most iconic and gives like a very strong Alola vibe. Even more than the legendaries. The only other legendary there I think would work is Nebby. I think Nebby is probably gonna make it too. I think that's it for this though. Maybe Guzzlord, but I don't think so. I think of all the Ultra Beasts, Nihilego would have worked the best. But it would have been so similar to Lily that it'd be a little weird. Maybe. I don't know. Show of hands, does anyone like the walking piece of Stonehenge? Yeah, like what even is that design? It's just stones. I don't know. I feel like that needed a little bit more time in the oven. I feel like it needed like more inspiration than just like, hey, we're gonna make Stonehenge move. As much as it's nice to have like a Stonehenge rep, I feel like it's not strong enough. Also ants, yes, the ants Pokemon. I feel like no one likes Durant. I feel like no one cares about Durant is the idea. Because it's just like this one-off bug steel type. So it's like already it's incredibly weak to fire. So no one uses it. I don't know. I feel like people just forget about it. I think it's a really cool Pokemon though. I was like not last year actually, like 7 months ago, I was working on a mega form for it. I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if it like became a flying ant, but the whole concept was the mega would also be themed around like pliers and wire cutting so that it could be like bug electric or something. Or steel. It's already bug steel. I don't know. I think the idea I had was bug steel, but also give it electric moves. Which actually doesn't work for megas, but whatever. But basically, its pincers turned into, like, wire clippers. And the wings turned into, like, the handles of the wire clippers. I thought it was a cool idea. I never, like, finalized it, but it's there to finalize one day. Like all my many work in progresses that will not get finished. That was actually like what I was working on right before I came up with my VTuber design, and then that kind of took over. Now, Lycanroc I do think works. I think Lycanroc is popular enough and has like the form changes. Technically not form changes, but it has the forms to be interesting. You could very easily do a Dusk Lycanroc. I don't know if we have the forms in here. If we do, I feel like Dusk Lycanroc is probably the better option. But I think we can say Midday Lycanroc for now. And I think that's it. Fungus, not a fan of the Pokeball mushroom. Yeah, Fungus is a little weird. I feel like he's not as bad as some people think he is. Fungus and Amoongus. It's Among Us again. But I do think it is just like Pokeball Mushroom. Bigger Pokeball Mushroom. I wish they did like a little bit more with it. Okay, Cosmog, obviously. Cosmog is such a strong design. I feel like Cosmog will very likely make it to the end. Sawsbuck. I don't think so. Go-Go, Excadrill. I'm surprised that Pincurchin isn't as popular as... I feel like Pincurchin isn't as popular as I thought it was gonna be. Because it, like, falls in line with, like, Snom. Ooh, look at that, we're 0000 on the clock. It's midnight UTC. The Walking Tower is the perfect partner for our Stonehenge. It is. I feel like Stack Attack is pretty cool. Since it's like a hive mind kind of thing. That would have been cool if it was like bug psychic or like rock bug psych. I don't know. Like having something to do with like the hive mind vibe that's going on there. But I guess we got Orbeetle, which is close to that with like the alien bug vibe. And it is psychic bug. Otherwise, I feel like Cosmog is probably the best here. Vanillux, though. Vanillux is fun. I don't know why so many people hate Vanillux. Vanillux is really cool. I'm a fan of Vanillux. Oh, look at that. My mouse is visible now? Why is that? Like some kind of VTuber made of blocks, shifting blocks. Yeah, it's like, that one Ben 10 alien is literally just named Blocks, where it, like, constructs itself out of literal Legos. Yeah, let me pull that up. Ben 10 Blocks with the double X. There he is. Oh, I keep forgetting that it pulls it to the right side and then you guys can't see it. But yeah, that's Blocks. He's just like a stretchy gorilla made of Lego. And he's like supposed to be an alien. It's like the weirdest thing. Yeah. That sure did happen. Fun fact, I'm like a huge Ben 10 nerd. I know a lot of the aliens by like their species name of all things. I don't think I know Blocks' species name. But I think it's like kind of dumb. He is just Legos, so. Anyway. What is an alien? Yeah, who knows what an alien is? An alien can be anything. Maybe an alien is just like looking at Legos and they're like, gosh, I want to be a Lego. I want to be a Lego so bad. Yeah, I don't think Vanillux is strong enough though to be a design. What do we got? What do we got? Goodra. Goodra's kind of cool. Pseudo legend. It really should have been water. I'm still salty about Goodra. Yes, Goodra! Wony, you're a fan of Goodra too. I used to have a Goodra for competitive, and I was like such a fan of her. Like, she was so good. Goodra is so cool. I'm still salty that it's not Dragon Water, though. Like, it's just pure dragon, but it evolves in the rain. Like, come on. They actually had a talk about that, where there was supposed to be Dragon Water, and they cut the water for balancing issues. And, like, I get it, But also, like, what's one more water type? I don't know. I just really wish it was water type, because just pure dragon is so... We have so many pure dragons, and the only dragon water we have is Palkia. And Palkia doesn't look like a dragon water type. Goodra would have been like the perfect rep for dragon water. Besides Kingdra, we do have Kingdra. But I feel like Kingdra is like more water than dragon, and Goodra is more dragon than water. So they would kind of like, they would hit different vibes. Wony, you had a competitive one too. Nice. She tanked like 3 choice specs Draco Meteors in a row from a Hydreigon. Whoa. That's insane. Why is Goodra such a tank? And its hidden ability is so good. Sorry, my voice is like cracking. Its hidden ability is so good. If you touch it, it slows the Pokemon down. That's like insane. It was really good and competitive. Ant, who is the buff smoking wrestler in the bottom right? So that is one of the newest Pokemon. He's Urshifu's evolution, which is no, he is Urshifu. Okay. Cubfu is the pre-evolution. Evolves into Urshifu. They're from the Isle of Armor DLC in X and Y. Not X and Y, oh my god. Pokemon Sword and Shield is when we first got DLC. We got Cubfu. Cubfu can evolve into 2 variations of Urshifu. They're literally the same model, but they're styled differently. Took me a while to realize that. They just kind of fight in different fighting styles. One becomes dark type and one becomes water type, but they're both fighting types. Very interesting. But I feel like it's not like... I don't know, I feel like the design isn't that iconic. I feel like Goodra's a good one. Diancie too. I'm not sure what the personality and vibe for Diancie would be. I guess it could be like very queenly and very high. Like that. I could see that. Diancie Hime? That could work. Other than that, I think that's probably it here. Nori never cracks. Only grows bolder. Yeah, I feel like my voice cracks so much when I'm talking on stream so much though. Like when I talk consistently this long, my voice like inevitably starts cracking. I don't know why. Like I feel like I would get used to it. But there's something up with that. Ant, kind of feeling Urshifu, but that's just you. Oh, and that isn't smoke, it's a headband. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that's like one of the only things that gets styled differently. Like one, it like curls around its face, and the other like goes back in the wind, something like that. I guess I could see Urshifu. I'm not sure. I am a fan of fighty anime girls. That could be cool. Let's try it for now. We'll see. Other than that though, I don't know. Eternatus. The old Eternatus and like the Ultra Beast stuff would be cool. But I feel like they're so alien that they don't necessarily fit. Maybe. Poipole. Poipole is like half and half. Like it's kind of Pokemon, kind of Ultra Beast. But I feel like it falls a lot in line with like Rotom. Like they have very similar vibes. Never cracks. Thank you, Ant. Haha, I yawn a lot when I talk to... I yawn a lot when I talk for too long. Yeah, I can imagine that, like, you're not getting enough air, so your body's like, please breathe. Other than that, I think we're good here. Ooh, there's a fossil. Huh. Daydenang is cute, but I feel like we can't have a... We're not doing Pikachu, and I don't think we're doing Pikachu clones. Bug must breathe. Actually, don't bugs breathe, like, through their exoskeleton somehow? Like, they don't have lungs, right? I'm pretty sure they don't have lungs. I feel like air, like, pushes its way into bugs. Some bugs, I guess. Maybe all bugs? Who knows? I'm not enough of a bug to know. I don't know. How do shrimps breathe? Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, bugs will expand their exoskeletons. Huh. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to look up how shrimps breathe, because I don't know. Honestly, let's do that right now. How do shrimp breathe? I'm really curious. The appendages are called pleopods or swimmerets, and they can be used for purposes other than swimming. Some shrimp species use them for brooding eggs. Others have gills on them for breathing, and males in some species use the first pair or two for insemination. Okay. So they breathe through their appendages. Very interesting. Now that is a fun fact that I did not know. See, because, like, I don't deal with that because I have, like, a lung system that processes water and everything. So I've never had to breathe through appendages. If you watch Bees or Wasps, you can look for it. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like I've seen, like, the idle animation of bugs just, like, expanding like that, but I never realized that was actually their breathing. If she breathes, she's high stream packed. That's me. I do breathe. And let's close out of tabs. Okay. What do we got here? I do think you're right, Woni. Dragapult is really strong. All the pseudo-legendaries are, like, real good. LGM is interesting. I feel like we do kind of need a psychic. I feel like it would be cool to have a psychic type, and I don't think we have one yet. I feel like LGM would be a good rep, because psychic is often alien. And I feel like LGM is a little bit more iconic than BHM is. I like Dragapult because of the parent vibes. I didn't even think of that, Woni. It very much is just like Big Mom and her two sons. I don't know. Dragapult is, like, a really solid design though. Because it's like a jet and a ghost and a dragon and a parent. There's so much going on with Dragapult. It's really good. I feel like Dwebble is cool too. We really don't have, like, Crab. But I don't really know what, like, the vibe there would be. Blastosteer is cool, but I feel like it's just Ice Horse. There's nothing going on with Blastosteer or Spectosteer. Clauncher's pretty high shrimp packed. But I don't think it's strong enough to make it. I'm the Clauncher VTuber. Oh, speaking of, I can't believe I forgot this, but there's a VTuber that goes by Luna the Magikarp. So we already have our, what is it, proof of concept for Magikarp. It works. We have a Magikarp VTuber. Not that Nemu is actually... She's not a Magikarp. And her name isn't Luna. But... Magikarp is just like such a recognizable part of the name that it proves the concept. I could almost see Genesect? But I don't know. I feel like Genesect is kind of like you, Woni. Like Purple Bug. I'm not sure how well it would work as like a character though. It would definitely have to be like an android bug. I could see Steenie though. I do kind of think Steenie works better than Serena, if we're being real. And Electrozolt, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Dracozolt. I'm a big fan of Dracozolt, actually. Dracozolt is my favorite of the 4 Galar fossils. They're all so dumb. I'm a big fan of Dracozolt, though, as, like, out of all 4 of them. I feel like he's the coolest. I still love how Ash has a heckin' Dracovish, too. It's, like, part of his team of 6 now, and it's just so dumb. It's great. The new Pokemon anime is, like, actually awesome. They like, throw the formula to the wind more often than you expect. And you just, like, it's constantly a fun time. I'm here for it. If there's ever a time to jump in, it's this Friday, I think, because Gary Blue is coming back, and also Ash is revisiting all of his old Pokemon, which is the first time he's doing it in this series. Like, all the old ones are coming back for an episode. We'll see. I feel like the Galar fossils don't... I feel like they have to be together, though, to make sense. I feel like it can't just be one. And if it is one, it's Dracovish, because Dracovish is the most iconic of them. Just because it's so competitively viable that everyone, like, knows Dracovish now. That Vicious Rend is just too good. Okay, so I don't think they make it... I feel like no to LGM too, because I think Cosmog fills that role better. Cosmog is way more iconic than LGM, even though I really love LGM. Didn't we discuss LGM earlier? Yeah, we are back to that. You were thinking just what I was thinking. Yeah, I think Nebby works better, just because it's also very clearly space, more than LGM is. And while they give off different vibes, I feel like Nebby is cuter for a VTuber than LGM is. You can do a lot with Cosmog for design-wise. I feel like that'll be really interesting. I feel like basically Cosmog right now, I feel like Cosmog definitely has to get in. I don't see anything beating out Cosmog yet for iconic, strong designs. What do we got? Zoroark. I still feel like Zoroark works better. Maybe. Zoroark is cool, but I think people like Zoroark more. Chandelure is cool, but I feel like Litwick is a little bit better. Cursula is cool, but I feel like it's not as well known. But there's another EnviroTuber. Except dead this time. Ooh, Cream Fairy. I personally feel like Genesect had a lot going for it. Wait, you're right. Wait, we're going back for Genesect. Genesect, Steenie. I forgot Genesect. Okay, what did we have? Dragapult. That was it. Yeah, because Genesect is kind of like the Mewtwo of Gen 5. I do feel like it kind of dropped off with branding, but I feel like having an android in there would be cool. We're definitely going to get an android in there. Between Magearna and Genesect, I think one of them is probably going to make it. It's probably going to be Magearna. But what do we got? I feel like Zara was better than Zoroark. Tapu Lele, actually. I don't know. Tapu Lele is really cute. You've got like the bug vibe, even though it's psychic. But I do feel like Tapu Koko is still a stronger, it's more iconic because it was pushed in the marketing more than Tapu Lele was. I do agree that the Cream Fairy, what's her name? Alchemy. Alchemy is good. Alchemy is way more iconic than its pre-evolution Milcery. They like didn't talk about Milcery before it came out, and then like no one knew anything about Milcery. But they pushed Alchemy in the branding for a while before Gen 8 released. So people knew about Alchemy. Alchemy's evolution method is it's so out there too. You just like swirl the stick, the joystick, and that like creams your Milcery. And then depending on how you swirl it and what item it's holding, it evolves in different ways. It's very interesting. There's an absolute heck ton of alchemy. Yeah, and Genesect is an ancient species brought back, turned into a fierce living weapon android. It has more interesting design than Mewtwo. I would agree that it does have more interesting design than Mewtwo. Because, like, what even is Mewtwo besides just, like, a bigger, badder Mew? And then what is Mew? Mew's, like, a weird psychic fox thing. But, like, that's kind of it. But Genesect has, like, more going for it. It's, like, a fossil. It's a bug. It's an android. It has replaceable, drives. So it's, like, kind of a computer, too. Very interesting. Chandelure too. Chandelure is actually really good. I feel like they give off completely different vibes from Litwick. Like, I feel like they could both stand alone as separate characters. So I think we could say Chandelure for now. You could easily have like a big round dress for Chandelure. That'd be cool. Yeah, I feel like Litwick and Chandelure can both make it for now. Stonejourner, Stakataka, and Palosands, the ultimate group. That's interesting. They're like rock slimes. Kind of. Yeah, they're like rock slimes. That's such an interesting concept of like solid slimes that can like still move around and transform. I'm a big fan of that stuff. Zygarde is cool. It's got a lot of forms. Squishy. The little, the cores. They had the cores in the Pokemon X, Y, and Z anime for a while. Like, Clement's sister Bonnie just had a core with her for like that entire Z arc. Which was interesting. But I feel like it still doesn't, like, completely... Like, what's its personality? Like, I think it would have to... Like, it could be, like, an EnviroTuber, because that's what it does, but I feel like it doesn't It doesn't clearly express that it's, like, an environment-balancing Pokemon. So I think that's a no to Zygarde. As much as it's cool that it's a dog and a snake and a giant Gundam. Um... Chandelar's good. Chandelure makes me think of that will-o-wisp monster girl. I'm not sure which one that is. But I'd love to know. I do think that the bird, the Alola bird, maybe, doesn't really have a name. Okay. Is it like something I can just like Google? Will-o-wisp monster girl. Let's see if that's a thing. I guess so. Okay. Yeah, let me, hold on. Will-o-wisp monster girl. There she is. Oh no, that's lewd. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking with like the big... the dress. Like the big round dress. Yeah, the first one. If I click on it, it's gonna move to the side because I have like a weird setup to like get the Pokemon stuff in frame. Oh, thank you for the link. Yes, the link is there. I don't know if it actually... Yeah, that's the one I was thinking too. It doesn't show up in my browser, so I don't know how to like show it off. Let's try. Window capture. And I'm just gonna put in latest because that's what it's called for some reason. Huh. I don't see it. That's so weird. Alright. It's not there. I'm sorry. But yes, if you just search up Will-o-wisp Monster Girl, it's the first one. She's very cute. I do agree though, I feel like you could have a candle VTuber, or you could have something like that where it's just like a big dress with like fire inside that kind of looks like Chandelure's face, maybe. Maybe. Big ball gown with like flames. That'd be cool. But yeah, also we have the Bile form for what's her name? Oricorio. I feel like Oricorio works. Like you have a lot of different vibes going on with Oricorio, since you have the 4 different types. Like what? You have the Bile form there, you have the cheerleader, you have the ghost one, which is like a Japanese dancing style, I believe. And you have the pink one, which is hula. They're all based on dancing styles from different areas, but I feel like since they change forms themselves, it's very, I feel like it's weird. But you could definitely like incorporate that into one character. The way it works is that when you catch one, you can feed it nectar from a certain color flower and it changes forms and suddenly just becomes the different bird. And I feel like that doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like it would make far more sense if it was something to do with like what if it was like Darwin's finches, where it was just like, oh, this bird evolved differently on these 4 different islands. And so they're all 4 different forms, but they're the same species, but they're different variants, and they can't like switch forms. I don't know, I'm just really surprised that they let you switch forms. I guess it's like more for gameplay, so you get to try out all the forms if you caught one on Melee, and then you want to try another form. It would suck to like have the bird and then have to catch a second bird if you didn't like its style. But at the same time, I feel like they stand alone pretty well, to the point where like they would work well if they were just standalone Pokemon. I personally feel like they shouldn't be able to switch forms, even though I always tend to like the ability to switch forms. A candle girl who is just like entirely made of wax and has a flame atop her head Yeah, high key, I wouldn't doubt there's already like 3 VTubers like that. It's a very simple concept, but it's strong. The other cool thing... Oh, I have a cool idea. Okay, here it is. Ready? Original OC, don't steal. No, so half her face is melted away. So because she's ghost, so she's kind of spooky. She only has half a face. She has one eye, but in the place where her second eye would be, it's the flame from the candle. So one of her eyes is a flame, and the other eye is just a normal eye that's part of the candle that isn't melted away. I feel like that would be a super iconic design. Even not Litwick, like you could do a VTuber design like that and it would be so strong. That's an idea right there. Very interesting. I really like draws that like really badly so I don't forget. Because I do kind of want to draw these, and if Litwick gets in, I want to remember that because that's a cool idea. When I'll draw them, I do not know, because I'm kind of focusing more on like getting my computer and internet and stuff set up so that I can actually like do video processing and have my rigging workflow be better. Rigging hasn't been making progress very sadly. I still have like a couple things I need to like chop up in my model and then I'll be done. Because I have like my eyes are currently on like the same layer. And I think I have to separate those into different layers, probably. But I've been working on like cleaning up the model, so it's like almost ready. I'm close. And then I actually I messed around a little bit in Live 2D. And I think I kind of get the gist of it. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what I can do with it. But it's gonna be a lot of work. Yeah, I think for that, I think that's it for them. Ooh, okay. We have Klefki. Klefki is fun. I feel like people don't like Klefki, but I really love Klefki. Steel Fairy is such a fun type. And it's keys. Boo-boo keys. Drawing PokeTubers currently ranks lower than making sure rigged Nori renders at more than 1 frame per minute. Yeah. Yeah, that's the goal. Because I can't do a lot of really pushing my marketing without a model that's movable, sadly. And I really can't do a lot of video editing well with the computer I have right now. I can do a little bit of video editing, but it's not it takes way longer than it should, which sucks. Because I can video editing. I can video edit. I've been learning a lot of stuff on my job. My job has turned into a lot of the stuff I do is video editing now. So I'm actually a really big fan of the position I ended up in. It's not what I was hired for, or not what I applied for. I applied for graphic design, and I'm actually so grateful that I didn't end up in the graphic design section, because their life kind of seems like hell. Whereas in my section, we're doing things more digitally, so it's a little bit less stressful. And I get to learn video editing, which is I already kind of knew how to video edit, but I get experience doing it regularly now, which is very helpful. I'm a huge fan. I'm ready to do actual Nori video content one day. We'll get there. One day I'll fill up that YouTube. I really want to. But my workflow does not work on my computer right now, sadly. Yeah, ants. Yeah, I lost track of the time working on my model. I was up until 6 a.m. Whoa! Please make sure to get some sleep. But I feel that, like, when you're really in the workflow, like, you can just get stuck there and you just want to keep making progress and you don't want to, like, stop because then you're out of the flow. Feeling the flow. Yeah, so not Carbank. Well, Carbank's there too. Klefki, I feel like Klefki works well. Carbank, I feel like Diancie works better. Trubbish though. High key, I feel like Trubbish would be fun. Minior. Oh, Minior is cool. I like Minior, but I feel like Cosmog works better. Trubbish, I kind of want to say Trubbish. Like, we really don't have a poison type outside of Gengar who really isn't poisony. I feel like Trubbish would have that vibe. See, the thing about Trubbish is people don't like it. There's a lot of people who think it's just dumb for being trash. But that's like, that's marketing right there. Like, if people hear that they turned the trash Pokemon into a VTuber girl, the headlines on that. Can you imagine the headlines? It's press. It's free press. It's free marketing. It's free real estate. I feel like Trubbish makes it in. For now. Yeah, graphic design is a day job. Doesn't sound fun compared to video editing. Yeah, see, the thing is, we work from 9 to 5, but they typically stay like at least an hour or two longer, sometimes even more, because they're trying to send out like print media graphic design stuff. And so I don't envy them because they're working over 8 hours a day very consistently. Whereas I'm lucky enough to be able to get off at the typical ending time most of the time. So I'm really grateful that they were like, "Hey, Nori, you want to try this because you seem like you might be good at it." I had in my portfolio, so on my P-Vox YouTube channel, there's like one video, and it's a video of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc that I made. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's Dual Disc. Let me show you guys the cool thing I worked on. This was like a lot of my summer, actually. Yeah, it's right there. Right there. Oh, it's number 2. I'm gonna mute for a second just to make sure that we don't get the audio, because it is just the straight 7's theme. So it's copyrighted. Okay, got it muted. Okay, let me move this. Oh no. I wanna keep the business suit stuff. There's so much to there we go. There we go. I'll fix it later. We're gonna watch this video first. There we go. Okay, let's go. If it'll play. Hello. Yeah, that's it. It's so cool. Isn't that so cool? And that intro sequence with like the logo, I have that in my portfolio. And I think that's why I got the job doing video editing instead of graphic design. Because I literally showed them that in my interview and they were like, "Oh, look at that. She can video edit." I'm such a big fan of how this turned out though. I have it, it's like literally maybe 4 feet away from me right now. I have that and I made the Kill la Kill scissor sword full scale. I should do a video on that because it's really cool. But it's huge. It's like close to 6 foot long and it's like solid wood. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just really happy with how it turned out. How many views did this get? 5,474. Nice. I'm sure the people there that followed me for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Disc making are very upset right now. Because I'm out here giving them no content and making VTuber content instead. And not telling them anything. I feel like I'm neglecting my art brand, but I don't know. Wow, Nori, I can't believe you're giving us a leg reveal. Yeah, it's my legs. See, that was another thing. My legs are great. I have nice long legs. That was another thing. When I was making that video, I was like, I want to be a VTuber, so I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm showing my face in this video. So I didn't, and it's like a perfect like subtle reveal. Like, yeah, that's me. But you don't see me. You just see that I'm real cute from the waist down. But yeah, so I like making prop stuff when I can. It takes a lot of time. I wanted to make the dual guitar. The dual guitar it's like the Sevens dual disc, but it's a guitar. Because there's a character, Roman, she plays the guitar. I know you know this, Wony. I need to watch the latest episode with Roman. I didn't see it, I don't know who wins. I'm assuming it's Roman. But we'll see. No spoilers. But I was actually planning on making the dual guitar too, because some people were like, ooh, gonna cosplay? And I was like, I could cosplay Roman with the dual guitar. That'd be cool. But that would be a whole nother process, because getting it to actually fold up, like part of it for me is getting that mechanism to work. I want the mechanism to work, and so if it's just a straight replica of the dual guitar open, I won't be satisfied. It has to move. Mechanisms like that are like I'm a big fan of them. That's why I wasn't doing graphic design as my major. I was doing industrial design. Because I'm like into like making things that move like that. Where was I? Anyway. That was a plan, but it kind of got sidelined for VTubing stuff. VTubing is like a top priority right now. Getting things to actually work. Yes, and I am a string bean. I'm so thin. I think I might be gaining a little bit of weight now. Potentially due to hormones. Who knows? I really don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I'm very thin. Some may say too thin. I think I'm like very close to being... I think I'm like borderline underweight, maybe. Whoopsies. I don't intend to. It just kind of... that's how it is. I didn't attend the stream because she was taking a break that week. Is that for Shiose doing the 7th stream? Gotta get that woman juice. Yeah, the thing about that is I think I'm allergic to it right now. What is it? My insurance was like, hey, you're not allowed to be on the one you've been on. So I had to switch girl juice. And now I'm having like allergic reactions almost to my injections, which is, it's not fun. I'm like real itchy at like the point where I inject. So that's fun. I'm working on it. trying to not make that happen. Oh yeah, she has a 7 stream. Didn't realize she was taking a break. I, like, consciously didn't end up watching it because I was like, I have other things to do right now, so I didn't. Like, I didn't even look for it, but glad I didn't miss anything. I know she wasn't super excited about that episode either, because she didn't really want a duel between Roman and... what's his name? Her cousin. Roa. That dude. I'm interested to see it though, just because of Roman's jam cards. I know that's something that's happening. Anyway, yeah, we should move on. Got very sidetracked. Liepard. There is a VTuber that's based on Liepard, legitimately. High key, I'm not sure if any of these are super strong. Maybe Gumi. I kind of think Gumi might be better than Gudra. Gumi is like the iconic main one, and then like taking inspiration from the rest of the line. But I feel like Gumi would be the strongest in that line. And... maybe Ice Cube, but I feel like probably not. I kind of think it's just Gumi. Gumi good. Gumi is very good. Garbodor also god. I'm assuming that's a typo, but maybe Garbodor is god. Who knows? The only non-Gen 8 or Gen 1 Pokemon that got a Gigantamax. That's something. Yeah, I think just Gumi for now. Actually, I'll be right back, though. BRB, where is my right back screen? We'll be right back. Shrimp pals, I'm back! Hello! I feel like I need a quieter intro than just, like, screaming when I get back. Sorry! I don't know what to... I don't have, like, a catchphrase to say. I need a catchphrase to say. Scene. Let's go. There I am. It took me a second to load in. Okay. Mimikyu. 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 Have you considered Mimikyu? Mimikyu is a really strong... my god, it's so good. Shrimp Pal! Yes! Shrimp Pal is so fun. Such a cute name. I hope you guys all like being Shrimp Pals. Audino... well, we have Chansey. I feel like Audino is way stronger than, like, Indeedee as the Pokemon Center rep, but... Chansey's more iconic, and we already have Chansey. Huh. Ribombee, maybe. I feel like Cutiefly is probably still it, but you can take that Scarf from Ribombee very easily. They're basically the same Pokemon, but Ribombee has a Scarf. I feel like it's Cutiefly, but you can steal that Scarf for design. That'd be cute, so that's something to consider. But I think that's it here. Not super strong designs. Still disappointed by Inteleon's. If you wanna find a string bean, there's Inteleon. His limbs are so thin. Okay, what do we got here? Blacephalon is actually really interesting. Fireworks Clown Alien is like such a thing. I don't know, that almost works. But the fact that it's like stuck in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I feel like a lot of people didn't even get to the end of the game to even see Blacephalon. So I feel like it's not very well known, not very iconic, and I feel like people don't necessarily like the design, even though it has like a lot of interesting inspiration. Copperage is cool. I'm not sure if it's like a solid design. Reshiram, Spectre. Cloptopus could be cool. Buzzwole. I don't know about Buzzwole. I feel like Cloptopus isn't as iconic as its evolution. Apple. I was kind of thinking Applin. Applin is iconic. Like, it's a very simple design, so it translates well. And it has 2 evolutions. I could see it for now. I feel like I question its personality. But yeah, that's Cloptopus. What's its evolution again? Graplocked. It takes me a minute sometimes with the newer ones, but generally I know all of them. And then with Gen 5, sometimes I just accidentally automatically remember the Japanese names. Fun fact. That'd be cool though, wrestling. That's been something I've been like, it's been on my mind a lot lately. Because I saw, I don't know if Nyreen actually discussed this in her, I missed the second part of her debut stream, sadly. But I know she did question and answers for that. And I saw on her Curious Cat that someone was like, someone asked about wrestling and she said she was really into wrestling. And like, that's part of why she's into like being a character on stream. Which I thought was like super, super interesting. And then like a day after, I found an article about like a legit wrestler who's also a VTuber now. I think his name is Jibo. He streams on YouTube. He's an octopus takoyaki dude. Something like that. But he's like a legitimate wrestler in real life. And then he's also a VTuber. Got it. Maybe she just answered that on Curious Cat earlier then, and that's why I saw it. But it is on there if you check her Curious Cat. What do we have here? Kibago is cute. I feel like it's the best. Axo is the best from the Haxorus line. Because it had such a prominent role in the black and white propaganda? Marketing. That's the word. Swadloon's cute. I think Swadloon works the best compared to like Leavanny. And other than that, I think we're good here. I don't know about Victini. Victini is cool, but I feel like... Personality? What's the personality? Victory. That's not a personality trait. Peace signs are also not a personality trait, even though I'd like them to be. Propaganda, Nori, please. Don't besmirch the marketing branch. Sometimes I'm sorry, sometimes I'm bad with words. Literally? Okay. I rewatch all my streams, and every time I watch my streams, I like sit through and I'm like, every time I have like a little half-second gap where I'm trying to think of words, my rewatching mind is like, this is the word you're looking for. This is the word you're looking for. This is a better word than you actually used. Nori, why are you so dumb? I like can't think of big words when I'm talking. And then when I'm like rewatching, I like have all these big words that I can like fix my videos with. I swear I'm like, I sound so much more eloquent when I'm not like speaking live like this, I think. So I'd be interested to like see how a pre-scripted video would sound compared to this, because I feel like it would be like such a different vibe. I was actually thinking early this week, I was thinking that it would be really cool to do a Pokemon X and Y retrospective. There's only like one of them out there, and I feel like there's so much to talk about in X and Y. And I'm like a pretty big X and Y fan, kind of. Sort of. Black and White is like my favorite, but X and Y is cool, and I haven't got to play it in a long time. So I feel like I'm interested in like playing it over again to see how it goes, and then maybe writing like a 3-hour long retrospective video. That'd be cool. If I did that, I'd probably play it on stream. But I also feel like that's not as fun as like... There's ways to make it more interesting than just doing a straight, pure X and Y stream. Nyrene didn't read all the Curious Cats on stream. Aw, sad. And I asked the question you mentioned. Oh, what question did I mention? I don't remember having a question. Yeah, I definitely want to play X and Y in some form. If I play Pokemon, X and Y will probably be the form it takes first. In some way. We'll see. Okay, the wrestling question. Got it. Reunion quests, actually, is interesting. I feel like reunion quests is cool. And I think like everything else is probably not. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, we're finishing up now. Sort of. We got some new stuff and some old stuff. So... Toxtricity is cool. I feel like Toxtricity 2, you can have, like... personality... not personality, like... What's the word? When I rewatch this, I'll have the word immediately. Toxtricity can have like expressions where like when a VTuber has different expressions, it can have different colored fire, electricity, since the low key and high key forms have different electricity. Technically, it's not a form change. It's based on the nature, actually, of all things. It actually does make sense that like low key natures would be low key form and high key natures would be high key form. But it's not something I would have thought of. Very cool. But you could very easily like twist that and like make it into expressions. That'd be cool. I think, and Toxtricity is pretty iconic from Gen 8. I would say Vivillon works. You can easily have it like, you can have the white wings and then have them change into different colored forms. Also with like expressions. That'd be really interesting. Oh, the wrestling. Really, I was just asking her why she was leaning heavily into playing a character. Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah, what was the word you used for like playing a character? Because I've heard that before, and it's like a really good word. I want to be able to use it, but I forgot it. It has left my small shrimp brain. Okay, Aegislash is good. K-Fob. Okay. Yeah, I have heard of that, like, once. But that's a really good word. Good choice of words. I'm a fan of word choice and language, but my mind is so slow. Very disappointing. I can write really well, but I feel like I stop and start when I'm speaking very frequently. It's rough. It's very rough. My refresh rate is pretty low when it comes to language. I'm just like constantly ghosting in my head. Computer terms. Okay, Alchemy is good. Alchemy is really good. Toucannon, Morpeko, no. I don't think Flabebe makes it. As much as Flabebe is like one of my top 3 Pokemon, Flabebe is so cute. And I don't think Snob makes it. Hydreigon is really good. I don't think Liliant makes it. Dracovish? I don't think Dracovish either. So I think just those 5. They're all pretty strong. Okay, Meloetta is a big one. Magearna. Magearna I still think is pretty big. Because you have like the whole Pokeball dress, android maid, steampunk. That's so much going on. That's so much going on. Did the music stop? Oh, I think the music looped. Oh, I didn't realize that. Let's play, what is it? I had 2 soundtracks. Let's play the hype mix. Yeah. Okay. Since we're getting to the end, I wanted to have like hype music towards the end. So I have a mix of hype Pokemon music. I still think Genesect is strong. Oh yeah, Genesect is in here. I would say that too. I think Genesect is strong. I sadly don't think Charjabug makes it. I think Klefki could make it. And I think Hitamushi could make it. I don't think Hatterene makes it. As much as I love Hatterene, another like top 3. I feel like people have forgotten Hatterene after the first couple months of Sword and Shield. So I think just those 5. Yeah. Oh, okay, good ones. Good ones in here too. I don't think Sylveon makes it. I think it would be weird to just use Sylveon and not have other EV evolutions. Volcarona is good. It's a little lacking in personality, but it has incredible design and memorability from Gen 5. Like, Volcarona is one of the Pokemon I consistently hear about when people talk about Gen 5 design as, like, one of the best. So I think it stands out in Gen 5. Esper is really good. It's a cat. We've got to have a cat girl. But it's just like, it's a meme. It's very, like, its look. Like, its whole design, whoops. Its design is really strong. Yup, I'm getting to Cosmog. Round 2, fight! Let's go! We're in the final couple rounds. Yeah, I think Cosmog is definitely the best here. I don't think Meltan makes it. And I kind of think we could do Wooloo. Wooloo. Yeah, Wooloo. Goomy, I'm not sure. I would argue we don't need a cat girl, and since Pokemon Brand wants to stand out from the competition. That's true. Yeah, I don't think we need a cat girl. It just seems like, it just feels like it would be easy. Or like, it feels like it's part of the whole, I don't know, anime girl and cat girl go hand in hand. But I feel like Esper, because like you're not just putting cat ears. Esper has very distinct ears. And modeling that with the eyes underneath would be really interesting. I think that would be really cool. I think Esper is a really strong competitor. Not just because it's a cat girl. But being a cat girl helps, it sure does. I kind of want to say Gumi. Just for, like, the Magikarp vibes, but I don't think Gumi's gonna make it much further than this. Okay, oh, there's Grapploct. Still not a fan of Grapploct's mouth. The blue line right here is actually its mouth. Very interesting. Hard to see. Especially since it's like two dark blues. But Mimikyu? Mimikyu is really strong. I feel like Mimikyu might make it. We can't have Pikachu, but Mimikyu is a really solid option. You can do like cute plush stuff. Like you don't have to just be ghost themes with Mimikyu. Yes, Greninja 2. I could see Diancie. And maybe Reunion Plus. Maybe. I don't know if Reunion Plus works. Like, its whole thing is basically just slime brain cell stuff. I feel like there wouldn't be a lot to work on with that. Whereas there's more going on, at least with Musharna and Oricorio. But I kind of feel like those don't stand out either. The only one I can kind of see is Musharna. I think Musharna makes it. Speaking of, have you seen Musharna's eyes? If you haven't, congratulations. If you have, I'm sorry for the lack of sleep. And the nightmares. The way I see it, this round is all about design. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's not a lot of personality going on here. But we have some really strong designs. Well, round 3 is when you start narrowing down by gimmick and personality. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Because, like, once you get to the very end, you have to be really, really focused on, like, how it would market. Silicobra, no. I feel like it's just... I feel like it's a Zara. If we're being realistic here, like, Zara has the most personality. It's one of the strongest designs here. It's also kind of a cat girl. We're being real. Maybe Chandelure too, yeah. I do feel like people like Chandelure more than, not Hitamushi, Litwick. Hitamushi is so cute though, that's his Japanese name. It's like, it's mushy. I don't think that's what it's supposed to mean, but I think Hito is fire. Or like something related to fire. Who knows? I'm learning. I think Zara is probably the strongest contender, but I can see Chandelure. Chandelure got into Pokken Tournament for crying out loud. I think it could make it. I am mushy, thank you. I'm just a squishy little shrimp. I question if Greninja works. I feel like Greninja kind of is like the Gen 5 through 8 Charizard. Where like everyone likes it. It's not pushed like Charizard is in the marketing, but it's still like fan favorite. No one likes Cuffant. I feel like the best ones here are Aegislash, Trubbish. I feel like Trubbish still works. works. And maybe Furfurl. I don't know. We're getting... I don't know. I feel like Furfurl really doesn't have anything going for it outside of the hairstyles. So I kind of feel like no. So maybe just Aegislash and Trubbish. We can hold on to Greninja for now. But I feel like it probably won't make the top 5 cut. Genesect beats Greninja in terms of Fierce Fighter. That's a good question. I feel like there might be more to go off of with... Well, I don't know. Because frogs are big right now. Like, frogs are such a popular design that having Frog Ninja as your theme, you can do a lot with that. Okay. So now it's getting rough. Greninja is just Frog Ninja, yeah. See, the thing about that is Genesect is like 4 different things. It's like Android, Fossil, Bug, Computer, Science Experiment gone wrong. It's a lot. Whereas Greninja is just Bug Ninja, Frog Ninja. But frogs. Frogs are a thing. We'll see. Meloetta I still think is really strong. I feel like Meloetta is just consistently a strong design. It's got 2 forms. It can be a vocalist, but it can just be pretty. Maybe Vanilla. Is Vanilla Alchemy? I would say Cake Slime totally works. We do have... Okay. We have Keiki Kira, who is literally just birthday cake. And her design is, like, incredible. Like, it's literally just birthday cake, but it works so well. And we also have Patty Cake, the squirrel frosting VTuber. And that's just, like, frosting. Like, so much of that is just, like, sweets and frosting. And her design is, like, so good. Her design is incredible. So I feel like Cake Slime can totally work. You don't know those two. Huh. I feel like I know so many VTubers, but also, like, none. I can pull up their designs. Keiki Kira? Is that how you spell it? No, it's not. Keiki Kira. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's not Keiki Kira, but Patty Cake VTuber. Is that it? Is that her? Hello? Why can't I get any of them? I don't know if that's them. Okay. I don't know. But they have really good designs. So many VTubers, but Nori is the only shrimp for me. There's also so many shrimp VTubers too, it's crazy! But thank you, Ant. There's just so many VTubers. It's great though, there's so much design going on. Cosmog. Cosmog wins. I feel like Cosmog beats out Musharna for like dreamy, smoky, psychic type. They're very similar vibes. Have any of you guys seen Musharna's eyes? Because I can show you them, but you might be scarred. Musharna doesn't make it. I feel like Magirna still makes it. And I can kind of see Toxtricity. Wow, a lot of these made it. Please no, okay. Yeah, it's creepy. They showed it in the anime a few times, and it's actually in the games too. When Musharna sleeps, its eyes open. It's the creepiest thing. It's like actually, it's legitimately terrifying. Mimikyu is really strong. Really solid design. Oh, this is rough. I don't know if Hydreigon makes it. Hydreigon is good. But I don't know if it's good enough. I feel like Diancie doesn't make it just because his personality isn't as strong as, like, the stuff we have going with Meloetta and Magirna. Because Diancie is, like, just Crystal Queen. That's, like, it. But we have a little bit more going on with the other two mythicals. The other two, like, small girly mythicals. So I think no to Diancie. I still kind of think Klefki. Maybe. I don't know. What would Klefki's personality be? Vivillon is strong though. Butterfly in general is just good. But with so many different butterfly patterns, you can do a lot with Vivillon. Because it's literally just pixel art. So you can just have its wings be different pixel art for different streams. Like that'd be cool. It could be like Code Maiko. That's another. I know so many VTubers. Not that I like legitimately know them, but Code Maiko is like, she's not like in the VTuber scene. I don't think. She's more in like special effects, but she does this really incredibly well-rigged 3D model. She wears like a full getup for when she's like using Maiko. And then she also does streams as the operator, which are like just straight up streams that are just her not being Code Maiko. What was I getting at? On her shirt, they project text, so you can like send a super chat basically, and whatever you say shows up as text on her clothing. Nori knows so many people. Yeah, I feel like I know about a lot of VTubers just because like the scene is really interesting to me, and like the marketing of it all. I really kind of wish I like did more marketing in college. I was like so close to being able to get a marketing minor. I only needed one class to technically fulfill it. And I didn't end up being able to do it, which sucks. But I'm into marketing. It's fun. So like I'm constantly just like checking out VTubers and what they're going on about. So yeah, Vivillon is strong. I feel like Gumi might work better than Hydreigon. But we don't want like all cute stuff. And I'm not sure Klefki works anymore. Genesect could be cool though. For now, let's go with that. We're dropping those two fairies. Okay. I don't think Wooloo makes it. Wooloo is cute, but I don't think it's got enough going on besides it's just a really cute sheep. I mean, really cute sheep works. We have really cute sheep VTubers, but I feel like for Pokemon it's gotta be a little bit more than that. Because Wooloo is really just a sheep, but a ball. If we're being really real here. Aegislash is strong though, and Esper is really strong. I kind of think Litwick doesn't make it. Because it is basically just a candle. Oh, these are good. Zara was really good. I feel like Zara was gotta be top 5. And Steampunk made Magearna, I feel like is really good. I feel like that beats out Alchemy. Because I feel like they have similar vibes. Where, like, both of them could easily be, like, made. You still say Alchemy Ants? Yeah, I mean, the deal with Alchemy is that you do have a lot of forms. So you do have a lot to work with visually. Because it's got like 6 different toppings and then a ton of different cream flavors. But I feel like Pokemon would want to... They'd want to have like the most iconic alchemy. So it's gonna be... Probably gonna be the strawberry cream one. Because that's like what they push as the alchemy. I don't know. It is strong, but I do feel like Magearna tops it. But I like it. I think alchemy as well, rather than the robot maid. Okay, let's hold on to alchemy then. What's the vibe on Trubbish? I feel like Trubbish might be fun. I'm just thinking we don't have a lot of softs, for a lack of a better word. I could see that. That's a good point. Okay, yeah, all of these are so good. Trubbish is like the only one where I'm like iffy about at this point. Because it's really just like that one marketing push where like you turn the trash into a VTuber, but it's just trash. It's like the same thing with Hitsamushi Litwick, where it's just candle. It's just trash. Sadly. So I think no to Trubbish. As much as it would be interesting. Mimikyu, yes. Cosmog, yes. I kind of think Meloetta, and I feel like Gumi doesn't make it. Because what is Gumi? Gumi is just like a little slime. Like, I don't know, it's Slime Dragon. You've got like the same Magikarp vibes. Same Magikarp vibes where it's like, it's a dopey little thing, but it's also like a really powerful, it becomes something really powerful. But with Gumi, it's just like the asymmetry of being a dragon type and being just a little blob. But how that converts into, like, a personality and a design theme, I wonder. Whereas Meloetta is pretty much just singing, which leaves it, like, you can't really go super far with Meloetta. I feel like it's a super strong design, but I question the longevity of it. I kind of want to hold on to both for now. I remember the last stream we thought certain Pokemon were perfect for Idol, but then concluded that wasn't strong enough. Yeah, like Jigglypuff was really good for Idol. And that just like didn't go there. But I feel like Meloetta is like more Idol than Jigglypuff. Like Jigglypuff is iconic, but we kind of discussed that Jigglypuff's Idol deal was like just one Jigglypuff. And so like it was less the whole Jigglypuff line and more of like that one little thing. Whereas Meloetta is literally just... she sing. She's an idol herself. At the very core of it. I don't know. I feel like the design is strong. I think I'm gonna hold on to both for now. Just because I can't commit to cutting any of them out yet. I feel like Vivillon works well. Vivillon is an empty canvas. Vivillon would be a great art VTuber. Vivillon reminds me of Nabi. I think that's her name. I know so many VTubers. She's the artist who drew Amelia Watson. And I don't know if she rigged her too. She might have rigged her. I think she rigged her. And now she's being a VTuber too, and she like made her whole design. That's Navi. She's got like a butterfly theme, but also a stylus, like pencil theme. Like digital pencil, that thing, like an Apple Pencil. Nori knows so many VTubers. Yup. That's just the running theme of these VTuber videos. I do think Greninja has to go. I feel like its vibe isn't strong enough. Vibe check. I kind of think... I don't know. Toxtricity would be really cool. Like, we don't have a rockin' VTuber yet. Nori's encyclopedic knowledge of VTubers. High key. I feel like I have such a good memory of all the VTubers I've seen. I feel like Toxtricity is like a really good Gen 8 rep. Like, it's one of the most iconic Gen 8 Pokemon. Outside of the starters, outside of the dogs. Like the Sword and Shield dog. I feel like it's one of the most iconic outside of those. Even more than, like, Alchemy. But I feel like having, like, a punk rock girl who plays guitar, that'd be cool. I feel like that would be a really cool design. I feel like that beats Greninja, and I feel like it beats Hydreigon, as much as Hydreigon is a really cool tank dragon. I think it's gotta be Vivillon and Toxtricity. Oof. These are rough. I'm legitimately not sure if any of them pass, but I think they're all kind of good. I think we have to kind of pick between Genesect and Magearna, because they're both going to be androids to some extent, right? Like, one's like a computer android and one's like a steampunk android, but I don't think that we can have both of those and not have it feel samey. Right? I don't know. Chandelure, yeah. I think Chandelure still stands up, whereas Litwick didn't. Hmm. See, I question... They're both... Okay, they're both mythicals, and I feel like they've both kind of fallen off on the marketing. Like, because they're mythicals, they're really not shown anymore. We did have Magearna, who was, like, pushed in X and Y, but was made available in Sun and Moon, so it was kind of like a half step between the two games. So it was, like, a little bit more in the marketing longer. Whereas Genesect was kind of, like... I feel like it wasn't pushed as hard, besides the fact that it did get a standalone movie. With Mewtwo and Megas. Genesect was also like a transition phase, but we were already like focusing on Megas by the time we got the Genesect movie, so Genesect kind of was half on the sideline there. A little bit. Can we hold on to both of them for now? Okay, Cosmog. Cosmog is really good. I think Cosmog and Gumi, I feel like they fill the same role. Because they're just like 2 dots in a mouth for a face, right? It's very similar. Whereas Gumi's just like a little bit more like Ditto. But we don't want Gumi... We don't want people to mistake a Gumi VTuber for Ditto. I think that's it. Because we can't have a Gumi VTuber being mistaken for Ditto, who's like kind of a bit more iconic. Significantly more iconic than Gumi is. Because they have such similar faces, similar body shapes, similar colors. So sadly, Gumi can't make the cut because of that, I think. And I don't think Aegislash either. Yeah, I think you're right, Sunder. I think it's just Cosmog. Oh, this is rough. Oh, these are all really good. I think Zarwa, Toxtricity, and Esper all make it. I feel like they're all super strong designs. Oh, these are good too. Oh, all these Pokemon are so good. I feel like it was easier to cut down. Okay, so we have to get back into personality, I guess. You're right, Ant. It's like the very end is just personality talk. It's getting difficult. It sure is. Mimikyu? Mimikyu has the strongest personality here. Mimikyu is like such a good Pokemon. It's incredible how they just... God, how did they conceptualize Mimikyu? Like, people call Game Freak lazy, but they really hit these designs out of the park. The only thing about, like, Gen 8 that I'm, like, really disappointed with is the starter evolutions. The final starters, I really don't like any of them. But, like, so many of the Pokemon are just so good. They're so consistent at making incredible designs. Mimikyu is perfect. Do they stream horror? The deal with Mimikyu is that it can be both horror and cute stuff. Like, because Mimikyu is also like a plush. So you can easily have, like, cute plush stuff, because it's also a fairy type. So it works both ways, and I feel like you can do both. I think Gengar works strongest as horror. I think Rotom, also a ghost type. We have a lot of ghost types. Rotom works best when it's leaning into its electrical stuff. And... Actually, here's a question. What did they change Rotom's forms to? Rotom form types. Because in Gen 5, I believe, they changed the typings. Yes. Heat Rotom is electric fire. Wash Rotom is electric water. So they cut the ghost typing to give it an elemental type. Which lessens its ghost typing, I guess. So I feel like Rotom works best when it's like electronic stuff. And so in that vein, I feel like Mimikyu would work really well with like cutesy stuff. Well, if it's cute plush stuff, maybe we don't need alchemy. Don't recall what, Wony. Yeah, that's a good... That's a good point. I feel like you could have different personalities with alchemy. I feel like alchemy gives me, like, Genki vibes. Oh, about Rotom's type changes. Yeah, they cut the ghost. Because I was thinking alchemy is the cute one. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I don't know. I feel like alchemy could totally be high energy, like Sugar Rush kind of Pokemon too. I honestly don't think that's the worst. Like, I think that's kind of cool, actually. If it was like a high energy Genki type pastry. That kind of actually makes me like alchemy, makes me feel like alchemy fits better. Whereas Vivillon, I'm not sure. Because Butterfly is good. It's a solid concept, but it's just Butterfly with pixel art. It's ironic how the first generation without pixel art, they have like pixel art Butterfly. Yeah, let's have them all move forward for right now. I think the weakest is probably Vivillon. Oh god, this is hard. Okay, personality. Pixel Butterfly artist, yeah. I think... Yeah. I feel like that's very Nabi vibes. Where it's just like white butterflies, heavily focused on being artist. But they could be a pixel artist. I do like that. And they could do pixel games. Like retro games with pixel art. What is Chandelore's personality? Yes. Right? Its personality is obviously swinging from the chandelier. That's the vibe, that's the personality. I think you're right. I feel like there's not a good personality for Chandelure. But I do think Meloetta and I do think Alchemy are both really strong. Meloetta does feel like a diva ant. I see it. I feel like Meloetta can like do so many different idol things. But like it could very much fill the role of virtual diva. Okay, Esper is really strong. Pixel art Vivillon, I think, is really good. Genesect, I'm not sure what its personality is. Like, I like Cyborg Bug Computer, but I'm not sure what the personality there is. I kind of think, I don't know, I kind of think it's not Genesect. Even though I'd love to do a design with those eyes, that'd be cool. Those bug alien eyes. Huh. Yeah, I kind of think it's just Esper and Vivillon. One second, okay. We can go back. Zarua and Mimikyu are the strongest. They both have a lot of personality. Mimikyu is incredibly iconic. Zarua had a movie. It was like sort of pseudo-legendy, like secret Pokemon. I really like how it was like a secret Pokemon. Like you couldn't catch it in the wild in black and white. You had to like get it through an event. But it wasn't like a legendary. It was still like a breedable Pokemon. But it was really, really rare. To the point where you like couldn't get it. With last generation, we didn't have a real fierce, boisterous fighter type. Ooh. You're right. And I do want one of those. That would be cool. So what do we have that like fills that role? Is there like anything else other than Genesect that would fill that role? So let's undo. Let's just pass and like look through what we have. I feel like Toxtricity. Let in Genesect. Ugh. These are all such good designs. Okay, so I think the closest thing we have is Toxtricity. Yeah, Sunder, it's Tox or Genesect to fill that. I personally feel like Toxtricity fills the role better. I feel like Genesect is, as a mythical, it's so rare that like you're never using it on a team. Whereas with Toxtricity, you get a Toxel as an event Pokemon. It had a Gigantamax that was like a secret Gigantamax, which was an interesting thing. But a lot of people had Toxtricity on their teams, so it was more memorable than Genesect was ever in Gen 5, even though it got a whole movie to itself. Genesect has 4 forms, but they're all different colored drives, and that's it. And while it does fold up into a surfboard, which is super cool, I feel like the low-key and high-key forms of Toxtricity are more iconic. There's more visual distinction between them than what Genesect has. And just by the nature of it not being mythical, a lot more people know about Toxtricity. And it's a pretty big deal from Gen 8. Like, it's one of the I think, from what I've seen, it's one of the fan favorites from Gen 8. And also, it has a unique type combination. Because Genesect is Bug Steel, right? We have a fair amount of Bug Steels. Whereas Poison Electric is like, that's the only thing. And I feel like that could easily give off vibes of like Roxy, like Gen 5 Roxy, the Poison Gym Leader. Roxy deserves to have a Toxtricity, like let's be real. She should have had a Toxtricity, that would have been so cool. I wish they brought her back in Gen 8 just to like give her a Toxtricity. Just like they threw Nina, my wife, into Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for like no reason. Why'd they do that? Just throw Roxy into Gen 8 and give her a Toxtricity, please. Yeah. So I think Toxtricity, And I think Vivillon, they make it. Yeah, I think you're right, Anne. I think if we're skipping out on Genesect, there is a place for Magearna. Because it would be nice to have one android. And both of them basically fill the android role. Okay, so Cosmog and Magearna. Zorua, Mimikyu. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, these are all so good. We have to cut 4. Okay, let's like... Which 4 do we cut? So we cut Genesect. Both of these are really strong. Mimikyu and Meloetta are both strong. Oh, this is rough. I kind of think Alchemy doesn't make it. I think Toxtricity is a stronger rep for Gen 8 than Alchemy is. As much as Alchemy has like tons of forms, I feel like Toxtricity's forms are stronger. It's more like, do you have forms that are high quality but fewer? Or do you have a wild amount of forms that are like lower quality, where it's just like replacing the thing that's on its head and retexturing the cream? We haven't made any argument on Esper's personality, that is true. And Toxtricity is really memorable, you're right, Pony. I do feel like Toxtricity beats Alchemy. As much as Alchemy would be great. Magearna and Zorua. Toxtricity and Cosmo, they're both really good. You're right about Esper. I don't think it has much of a personality. And I feel like it doesn't have, like, a lot to go on besides Psychic Cat. Like, there's not much more to it than that. So I think Esper gets cut. Okay, so we're cutting... We only have one left. Oh my god. We're so close. Mimikyu is really strong. It fills the fairy role while also being a little creepy. You can have stuffed animal themes. It's cute. It kind of fills the cute role. Similar to like what Alchemy could have provided. Zara's is really iconic. You could do like art stuff with Zara's paintbrush hair puff. It's a trickster. I don't know how you'd like have that as a personality. What is Zoro's role? That's what I'm wondering. Meloetta and Magearna, though, I do kind of feel like they're both not the strongest. Okay, so Magearna's kind of like a Gen 6 and Gen 7 deal, whereas Meloetta is Gen 5. So Meloetta and Zorua are kind of fighting as like Gen 5 reps. Magearna is steampunk made. Yeah, I feel like steampunk made android with a Pokeball dress. And also Magearna is just straight up a Bakugan. I feel like it works really well. You can do a lot with that. Whereas Meloetta is simple, but it's very iconic. Like, music note hair is so good. Not music notes, like music, sheet music. As hair, that's really good. And its colors are strong. I think we pass for now. Toxtricity has to make it in. Vivillon... I question Vivillon. But I feel like it's still good. I feel like Vivillon and Meloetta kind of fill, like, sort of similar roles. Zorua feels kind of punk rock. I would agree with that. But if we have a punk rock rep, it's gotta be Toxtricity. Which would mean that Zorua would get the cut. I feel like Mimikyu is just... It's too iconic. We can't have Pikachu, but Mimikyu works so well. And Zorua has something about shape-changing, yeah. Oh, this is rough. Okay, so Cosmog. Cosmog has to make it in. So does Mimikyu. Magearna and Vivillon. I say they pick the opposites. Meloetta and Zorua. They fill similar roles. No, they don't. They fill similar roles generation-wise. But for the group, I feel like Meloetta fills a stronger role than Zorua does. Zorua is iconic, but it doesn't have the personality to back it up, I feel like. Like, it's a trickster. But how do you make that into, like, a VTuber? And the shape-shifting, I feel like we have a similar deal with Ditto, where it's like a really strong Pokemon concept. It was pushed a lot in marketing, a lot of people know what it is. But how do you translate shape-shifting into a character with, like, one static model? It could very well just be Zorua, but I feel like then you lose out on a large element of what makes Zorua Zorua. I think the Gear Maid is not that strong. The Mythicals generally, I don't think, would be super strong. I do agree with that. I don't like having a ton of Mythicals. The only deal with that is, like, Mythicals are pushed so hard with movies and promotions and stuff. The only deal is, like, people don't use Mythicals. Like, have you ever used a Meloetta on your team? Whereas a lot more people have used Zorua and Zoroark. So it's a lot more recognizable. That's like the same deal with Toxtricity versus Genesect. What makes a Zorua Zorua is the Zorua of Zorua. Exactly. I mean, it is a very strong design. Like, you don't need the illusion deal to still be a really good design. I just question how you can incorporate illusions, because it would be nice to include illusions, but I'm not sure how exactly you do that. I think we pass. I don't know. This is so rough. I kind of feel like we have to pick between one of these two. I feel like either Magearna gets the cut, Meloetta gets the cut, or Zorua gets the cut. Right? Because Vivillon is just, like, the artist. Cosmog is just incredibly strong on space themes and work really well. But it's just a really strong design. It's at the forefront of Sun and Moon. Mimikyu is incredibly good. Everyone knows Mimikyu. Toxtricity fills a role that we really don't have. It's a really strong Gen 8 rep. Can you repeat that? Yes. So. Vivillon... I feel like Vivillon I'm a little bit unsure about still. But it's... Vivillon is the artist. They could do pixel art, but they can just do plain art. You can change the wings to like literally whatever. Cosmog is just a really iconic design. It was pushed a whole lot in the Sun and Moon marketing. Not the marketing. It was pushed a whole lot in the games. You can't go through Sun and Moon and not know Nebby. Plus you've got like space themes. If we don't want two mythicals, I guess we could cut Magearna. Maybe. What is Cosmog's role? That's the question. So I feel like it's really strong design-wise, but what does it fulfill? I'm kind of at a complete loss for that. Because its design is really, really good. But what is its personality besides baby? At least for Nebby. Nebby's personality is just like, baby. Get in the bag. But I feel like the design is so strong that you can't pass it up. Mimikyu is a really solid Gen 5, Gen 7 rep, but also just Pikachu rep. Toxtricity is the Gen 8 rep. It fills a role that we don't have with like the punk rock kind of girl. I do kind of feel like Zorua feels like similar-ish vibes to Toxtricity. I feel like Zorua and Cosmog are in similar boat. In a similar boat where they both have really strong designs. They were pushed a lot in marketing, but they don't have a lot of personality. Oh, this is hard. So, okay. So guaranteed Toxtricity. Guaranteed Mimikyu. Guaranteed Cosmog. I feel like... So Meloetta and Zaro are both good Gen 5 reps. There can only be 5. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's taking so long. I think one of the mythicals is the one to cut. Okay. Yeah, because mythicals are hard. Cosmog is really pushed. But Magearna and Meloetta are both, like, not in the story. Okay, so Magearna or Meloetta? I feel like Meloetta translates very easily into a singer. And we don't have a singer yet. Whereas Magearna... it would be nice to have an android, but what the role she fills would probably be closer to maid. But we do have Chansey from the first gen, where Nurse and maid like are kind of similar, right? Meloetta and Zorua could be rivals. Yeah, because they're both, like, solid Gen 5 Pokemon. I kind of want to say it's Magirna. As much as there was no Meloetta movie, to my knowledge. I'm gonna look it up. Meloetta movie. I'm like 95% sure Meloetta didn't get a movie, but she was just in the anime with like a thing with Giovanni. Giovanni was trying to like steal Meloetta, and Meloetta like hung out in the anime for a really long time. So actually that's a thing. She had an entire arc dedicated to her in the anime. Whereas Magirna got half of a movie with Volcanion, and it got released right at the start of Sun and Moon. It got this tiny little event that really did nothing. So I think Meloetta is more iconic than Magirna. And while I think Magirna has really strong themes, I feel like it would fill similar roles to that of Chansey. It says Meloetta got a movie short, aired alongside the Kira movie. Oh. I'm not sure I remember that. But I believe it. It was definitely in the anime too, though. Interesting. It got a short and it got in the anime. I think Magirna goes. Called Meloetta's Moonlight Serenade. Oh yeah, I remember that. Or I remember the name. I don't really remember what happened in the short. But I do remember that existing now. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like since Meloetta fits... It fits a role so well that we don't have yet. Whereas Magirna kinda fills a role that's like a little bit stepping into Chansey's role. A tiny bit, not much. But Meloetta is so distinct that I feel like that's what we go for. Okay. Let's commit. Toxtricity. Nilon, Zarwa, Cosmog, Mimikyu. Alright. Yeah, Zarwa and Toxtricity are both punk, but different punk. Toxtricity is like punk rock, heavy bass guitar kind of garage bands girl, whereas Zarwa is like an edgy ripped jeans kind of punk with spray paint. Oh hell yeah, I like that. Okay, so Zarwa's got like ripped jeans, spray paint that's red, obviously, but it's like a shadow of the night. It's like, I don't know, and it's like, its tags could be like illusions. I don't know, it could be interesting. That's a vibe. It's like they're, like, what's their names? Remy and Kokui? The two really punk VTubers that, like, VTube together. And they also have the dude that joined them. This is a running theme. I know so many different VTubers. Sorry, I'm like searching them up. Rumi and Kokui. I'm gonna like type it in the chat because it's like hard to spell. Rumi Pokey. That's them. They're like super street punk. It's really cool. I feel like Zarawa could fill that role, whereas Toxtricity is like garage band. I know this super awesome VTuber and you should check out. Their name is Norikokna. It's me. Yeah, I think we're good. We have our 5 now. Now we just need to pick which one's the best. Aw, thank you guys. I'm doing my best here. Okay, I kind of think Vivillon is like towards the bottom. It has like not much personality. As much as it fits like a cool artist role, I feel like it's the least personality of all 5 of them. Whereas Toxtricity is really strong. I kind of feel like Meloetta trumps Zarawa, just because it has such a strong role. I think. I don't know, they're both strong. I'll pick them both for now. Cosmog is really good. I kind of feel like just visually, so I'm not sure where Cosmog fits into this group. But its visual design is so strong that I kind of feel like it beats out Zarawa. I don't know, I'll pass for now. Mimikyu and Toxtricity are both, they're like top tier. Whereas I don't know. Invert Gang, yeah. Also, Ant, it is 5. Each generation is 5, we're just trying to find the best one now. Just for kicks. But this is our top 5. I kind of feel like Meloetta has such a strong role. And so does Mimikyu. And so does Toxtricity. I feel like Toxtricity beats Meloetta. Oh. What is it? Toxtricity or Mimikyu? Meloetta is the diva, so she pushes herself to center stage. You're right. Fully virtual diva right there. Plus it's got 2 forms. Meloetta's just like, she's a singer, she's a dancer, she's just meant for the stage. Mimikyu and Toxtricity. I high-key think Toxtricity is the strongest one. But Mimikyu is the most iconic, I agree with that. Question is, how do you make a Mimikyu VTuber? I feel like the mood, I don't know, you could actually do that. Very easily. With like a really big oversized hoodie. With like Mimikyu face. It would be way too easy. I do like that. Okay, I think Mimikyu is it. I think Mimikyu is the top, then Toxtricity. How do you make a Mimikyu VTuber? That's what we're trying to figure out. How do you turn Pokemon into cute anime girls? We'll see. You asked that this late in the process. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, to be honest, because it's such a strong design that it just holds up. I think we can make a really strong VTuber with Mimikyu. Oh no, we got old Pokemon in here too. Okay. Toxtricity is definitely number 2. Absolutely. Did we ever get Hoopa? I don't remember discussing Hoopa. Zorua, you are in. Zorua Toxtricity. Just give me the matchup between Zorua and Toxtricity. Zorua, I know, we know the end game here. It's Zorua versus Toxtricity. I get it. This is so silly. This is so pointless. We know which ones it's gonna be. Okay, we finally got there. It's Toxtricity. Pass on those 3. Meloetta, Magearna. Zorua. We cut Alchemy, right? For Vivillon. Meloetta. Both of those. Both of those. Wait. Didn't we cut one? We cut Magearna. Okay. I think you could also have a marketing ploy where you make people think Pikachu is gonna be in 2nd gen of VTuber, but surprise, it's Mimikyu. Wait! Oh, that's really good, Ant. Look at you go with the marketing strategies. Okay, so Vivillon got in, Magearna didn't, Zara was in, and Meloetta's in. Both of those are in, both of those are in. Okay, so we're just picking between these 2. I feel like Vivillon is the 3rd. The 5th. The last. I feel like Meloetta, then Zorua, then Vivillon. I think that's it. Wait. Wait, Cosmog. Wait, who are we missing? We have Mimikyu, we have Toxtricity, we have Meloetta. So the last 2 are... Cosmog and Vivillon? Cosmog and Zorua and Vivillon? What am I doing? Hold on. What am I missing? Did we cut Vivillon? I don't remember cutting Vivillon. Oh no. This is also perfect music for this situation because what? I thought we had 5. Oh, I can't wait to like check back on the VOD and see if we actually figured this out or not. What? I feel like we had Zorua. And Cosmog and Vivillon. But that's 6. Okay, so who gets cut? We have Mimikyu. Mimikyu is just solid. We have Toxtricity because it fills the role of punk rock. We have Meloetta, who's a singer. I high-key wonder if Cosmog works. What's Cosmog's personality? What's the role of Cosmog? Because even though you have a really, really strong theme there, does it hold up? Whereas Vivillon is like the artist. She's a pretty butterfly who can do pixel art, who can do any art. She's literally just Navi, I think is the VTuber. We have Zorua, who's like kinda edgy, but not the same edgy as Toxtricity. Yeah, I think it's kind of Cosmog. Because we also have Mimikyu as a rep for Gen 7. And while we also have Meloetta, I think Meloetta as a mythical and Zorua as like a more standard Pokemon, they kind of stand apart. Not the same as like Genesect and Meloetta, where they were both mythicals. And then our Kalos rep is Vivillon. Okay. I can't believe Cosmog isn't making it. Okay, so I think it's Zorua. Is it Zorua? Who's the best? I feel like Vivillon has such a strong role. F in chat for Cosmog? Yeah. I was literally going into this, I was so confident that Cosmog would make it. And Vivillon was not on my radar. I feel like Zara was more iconic. Pass. Pass. Oh, undo. We want Vivillon. Pick. Pass. Oh, do I have to, like, pick some? Yeah, it doesn't cut them out unless I pick one of them from the set. Okay, we'll pick Cosmog just as the thing to pick. It's really the ending gets so slow when you're like, I know what Pokemon I want. I just have to get them back to the top. Okay, Cosmog. There it is. Can we make... Okay. Question is, can we make Cosmog an artist? And fill the role of Vivillon? I don't know. I feel like Vivillon is a... As much as Cosmog is great, I do feel like Vivillon fills the role of a gen rep. It very much seems like an artist. With like the really artsy wings. And it's like the kind of Pokemon you wouldn't expect. So like, make it in. I kind of think it's still Vivillon. Yeah. I think it's Vivillon. I think we're good. That's it! Woo! Can I grab this? Hello? Oh. I can... Oh, okay. I'm clicking on the wrong area. Okay. There it is! That's our 5. Gens 5 through 8. We have Mimikyu, who could easily just be in, like, a very big oversized hoodie. They're cute, have lots of Pokemon plushes. Their background could just be full of plushes. That'd be so cute. And they can lean into the fairy type, since we have Gengar as, like, main ghost. We have Rotom, who's a ghost, but we're gonna, like, focus more on electronics. And so Mimikyu can focus on more of, like, the fairy side. You have Toxtricity. She's punk rock. She can play the guitar or something. We have Meloetta. She's a vocalist. They need to be a band. Meloetta's the vocalist diva. We have Zorua, who could be like... Zorua could still be like punky. But she could be like street punk kind of punk. With like spray paint tags. I feel like we could still incorporate the puff of hair that looks like a paintbrush into a paintbrush for like for like, what's the word? Like tags for graffiti stuff. I don't know, it could be cool, could be cool. And then we have Vivillon, who's like a high artist. She'll fit in really well with my low tech. But specifically Vivillon is like the artist, and she does pixel art stuff and just general art stuff. I feel like this is solid. This is cool. Other VTubers looking for content. Nori makes a 3-hour stream out of making a hypothetical VTuber group. Yeah, this took 3 hours. Oh my god. Oh wait, it's been 3 hours and 22 minutes. Guys, I'm sorry. That took so long. Thank you for staying with me and like giving me your insights. It's great to like work with people through this. It was literally like the dumbest idea for a stream. I know I mentioned this earlier, but like my initial idea was I just wanted to like use this Pokemon picker and just go through my favorites. But who cares about my favorites? This is way more interesting content. You can actually have like good discussions here. Like this is really cool. So once I had this idea, I was like, oh, this is the plan. This is such a good idea. Not 100% sure what we'll be doing next week. Some of my ideas were we could literally just like search through Wikipedia articles and learn stuff for a couple hours. I feel like that'd be really fun to just like learn stuff for a bit. And that's like low strain on my PC because I can't do like crazy strenuous stuff at the moment, so I'm kind of like limited to what I can do. Another option was I've never made an account for my anime list, but I have a very meticulously recorded Google Doc full of every anime I've ever watched. So what we could do is make me a My Anime List account where I basically just put all the animes I've watched onto the account. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure how it works. But I think you can like record what animes you've watched and then just have discussion on all the dumb anime I've watched. Because some are really dumb and some are like terrible. So that could be really fun. I don't know how long it would take. It might take a while. I've seen a lot of anime. The only other idea I had was I wanted to do an art study on Dynazenon. That's an anime running right now where there's a big robot that it's like an amalgamation of machines that turns into like a dinosaur. Sometimes it's just a big man robot, but sometimes it's a dinosaur. And my idea was that I wanted to make a Yu-Gi-Oh card for Dinomists, which I'm a huge fan of. They're like steampunk dinosaur robots, and I love them. And my idea was that I was going to make a fake card that's like a combination of Dinomists based on Dynazenon. But so the idea was that the stream would be studying how Dynazenon works, how like its components combine together, because they are very consistent with how the components separate and combine. It's not just like, oh, we're loosey-goosey with this. It's very specific. These parts transform and become these parts. Because it's all 3D modeled and it's very meticulously designed. So I feel like studying that would be really interesting. A really interesting like experience. And then studying the Dynomist art and like trying to incorporate that same kind of philosophy into combining the Dynomists into like one big dinosaur robot. That might be a little ambitious. But that was an idea. I'm also not sure if my computer can handle like drawing on stream yet. So I'm not sure if I can handle drawing the PokeTubers or drawing Dynazen and Dynomists. But that was an idea. So most likely next week we will either be spending an hour or two looking through literally just random Wikipedia articles or whatever you guys want to talk about. Or we could do like the Wikipedia game where you try to get somewhere. We could like study random stuff while also trying to get to like shrimp. That'd be fun. So either that or my anime list. I'll probably put up a poll and we'll see which is gonna get more interest. But that's the plan. So thank you all for coming. And an art study on boba. Yes. I'm gonna have to do that for when I design the Chansey VTuber because she will have the most boba. It'll just be like the eggs. But 2 of them instead of 1. Very simple, it translates very well. Let's do a raid though. Twitch. Let's see who's even streaming. Do I have to... How does this work? Do I have to be, like, on my Twitch page here to perform a raid? Okay, who's streaming? The only person that I know that's streaming is Luma Mariposa, but she's a bug tuber. So we're gonna go there. Not too early. Wait, is that the VTuber that does art history stuff? Trans Owl playing Pokemon. Ooh. Okay, okay. Alrighty, I've never met them. Okay, so let me turn this off. Boom, that's my background placeholder. And I'm gonna go to my channel. Is that how that works? And then I put the /raid. Because last time what I did was I just did it in Streamlabs. And I feel like that kind of messed things up. Okay, /raid. Noctua early. Let's hope that works. Okay, thank you so much for coming, guys, though. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time doing dumb marketing with you guys. Have a good week, and I will see you next week. Same time, same place. It's working. Cool. Raid now. High Shrimp Pact raid. Let's go.